can you tap into what's happening now? Can you leverage what's happening now? Unfortunately, now is getting faster and faster. Back then, now might have been a little longer, but can you tap into that moment, act quickly enough to kind of put your product or help your client enter that community in an authentic way that feels real? You know, I think the word authenticity gets tossed around a bunch. How about it feels real? Like, there has to be a real collaboration. In marketing, when a thing feels fake, it's mostly because it is fake. Welcome to Casual Mondays. I was looking back at old work, and the NMD case study, which was, I'm taking back now, the 2015 was like pretty awesome because first, we had this really unique product. 80% of marketing is product, right? So we had the NMD, which was, Boost was so hot, right? And the only way you can get Boost right then was through Ultra Boost and maybe one of the Y3 silhouettes. But like, we got Ultra Boost on a lifestyle silhouette, the NMD. At this point, culturally, it was all about urbex photography, which means urban exploration, roofing, climbing bridges, going through tunnels to kind of get that photo, right? So we had this kind of culmination of a silhouette that was about lifestyle, comfort, and spoke to the sneaker community. And then this community was really deep into photography. So what we did was, instead of picking the biggest, at that time, photographers who had, you know, maybe hundreds of thousands. We weren't in the millions of followers at that time. We're talking 2015, hundreds of thousands. I was picking photographers with tens of thousands of followers, but get 60 of them around the world. We shipped each of them a unique color of the sneaker for them to take the sneaker on their own mission around their cities to kind of document. And we came out with like 1,000 photos of NMD all over the world. New York, LA, Tokyo, Paris, London, to be used not only on these, back then I guess they were just called influencers, but micro-influencer sites. And then we would obviously leverage them on our social and share them in PR to kind of basically take everyone by storm. The sneaker sold out. It was kind of a huge hit. It was in Adidas history, it was the first non-celebrity endorsed sneaker to completely sell out and kind of create rage and hype.
On Instagram, the tour received over 72 million impressions from 48 million users around the world, who responded with 3 million total likes and 32,000 comments across the board. In the end, the NMD was the most successful launch in the history of Adidas, selling out in under 4 hours.
So I think the lesson here is that it's, you know, a lot of times brands are like, oh my God, the only way to sell products is to get that big, huge celebrity, right? To get the biggest, most popular person to kind of push their product. In this case, it was about tapping and understanding what was kind of happening in that moment. You know what I mean? A lot of times people are like, oh, what's the future of happening? I think people don't even know what's happening now. I mean, that's the challenge here, right? Like, how to really connect. Like when I start a project, I get into it. There was like an old saying, you have to kind of drink the Kool-Aid. I have to not only drink the Kool-Aid, I have to chug the Kool-Aid, right? I have to kind of get into understand, I call it like focus group of one. Tap into what is the allure? What is the draw? Who wants this? Why do they want it? What is what value does it bring? Does it educate? Does it inspire? What is this doing to kind of really ignite a conversation that long lasts a piece of content? So, just to tap on what I said, remember, it's not about the biggest, the most expensive. It's about understanding the now, leveraging the elements of what makes your product unique and interesting and what is happening in culture, and being real about it. In the end, let's just end the word authenticity and let's get to the word real. Is this real? Is there something real happening in that collaboration? Hope that helps. Peace.